Well, please forgive the saw in the background. They are working on fascia board for the house. Hey guys, I don't know how to start this video today. I'm not overly excited about anything. What I'm doing today is sifting through this potting soil mix that I bought. It has tons of chunks of just pieces of wood in it. So I think that has, well, actually, Steve thinks that's kind of been hindering the germination of the seeds because it's something for them to have to push past. So going through and kind of sieving it out. So we have contained the little piggies, and we have remedied the wild hogs coming up. They're not coming up anymore. They have, I have successfully blocked their entrance. The deer still come in, which is good. We like the deer, but the other predators still come in. This morning, I can't find the khaki duck. I also can't find any evidence of him being got either. But both of the turkeys are here, and he usually pals around with the turkeys, so I don't know where he is. But we did lose a chicken again. We've been fighting with predators all summer, bobcats, and things like that, but this seems to be a possum or a fox or a raccoon, based on they just ate her head and her insides and left the whole body of the chicken, which is common for possums and raccoons and foxes to do, unfortunately. So we've got to figure out a way to keep them all up. This one actually got into a chicken coop and got her out, but the Pinky the chicken pig has figured out how to lift the door off of its hinges completely so she can get in there and eat the chicken feed. So that's another pig issue that we have to remedy. Side note, one of my neighbors down the street has gotten some pigs, and he got them to butcher for food and got attached. Imagine that. So now he doesn't want them to go to food, and he's trying to rehome them, and I'm like, I'll rehome them, but I'm gonna process them. I don't want any more pet pigs. So needless to say, that's not gonna be coming our way. That's better. It's working. You don't see that here. Let me show you. It's definitely a cleaner potting soil mix, so that's definitely helping. Not as many chunks in there. That's good. Okay. So really what I'm doing now, we're planting the garden in sections. We've got a really good start with our lettuce and our broccolis. It is hot here today. It was cold, which is why all of the trees and everything are in the greenhouse, which I'm grateful to have a greenhouse to bring them into, because they haven't found a permanent home in the pasture yet, which will eventually be our food forest. But like I said, we're planting the garden in sections. We've got lettuce, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, which I've never successfully gotten Brussels from. And cabbages. The cabbages are out, which I'm going to hit them with some fish emulsion today because I just think they need a little boost for that. So that is something I want to work on today. I gotta get some weeding done, and I really want to get these seeds started so that we have succession planting ready, but I also want to try to sell some. See. I am really struggling this holiday season. On a rock. I was doing great, and then the plumbers came, and we have supplied all the bathtubs. We went and purchased all the valves with the trim. We have all the toilets. We have the hot water heater, which was not included in their bid anyway. So when they came out to run the pipe, we informed them, hey, we have all of this, you know, and we're picking up the valves. Like, you don't have to do that. We eliminated, well, there was a miscommunication about the tub in the laundry room, so the drain was never put in, so there won't be a soaking tub in the laundry room, which was never eliminated off of the original bill. So that's still on there. And some other, to me, really unscrupulous billing practices going on. So when the guy found out that we were supplying all of this stuff, he was kind of like, oh, but the bid. And we're like, yeah, we know about the bid. See, we never got to talk to him. And tell him, like, hey, we're doing all this. We eliminated 2 hose bibs and things like that. So I get the new bill and it's gone up, not down. You would think that it would go down. We had to, and it was severely leaking the night that they plumbed it all up and put water on it, like severely leaking. And this was a Friday night. And had we not gone in and shut it off and Steve not heard it, the whole upstairs plywood in the bathroom would have been an absolute disaster. Yeah, this is gonna work well. So needless to say, I called and requested an itemized bill because they took off $100 per toilet that we're supplying. $100. Now, no matter where in the world you are, if you're getting it from your distributor, buying it wholesale, you are not going to sit here and tell me that you are selling it back to your customer at cost and there is no markup. And if that's the case, you're telling me that you got a toilet for 50 bucks? I mean, it sucks. Okay. The bathtubs and shower valves, they only took off $240 total. $240 for eliminating 2 bathtubs and a shower valve. Now, or shower valves, okay. 4 shower valves with the trim. So in the boys' bathroom though, we did have we converted it to a shower. They would not let us put in the shower pan liner. The guy, well, he would have to trust our capability that it wasn't going to leak, and so he refused to allow us to do that. Okay, whatever. Steve stayed home. Well, he was home, not working, and he built the curb and put the backing in where the shower pan is attached to. Now, the pre-slip for on a shower pan is foam. It's literally styrofoam. And a pool liner over top of it. So you've got material and labor, and which to me the labor should not be that much, because all they did was throw in a foam piece and barely staple a piece of pool liner to the wall that Steve put in. So there is that. We eliminated that, we put in shower pan. We are putting the hot water heater in a mechanical room upstairs, so it's more central to the house and all the bathrooms, and it's not in the garage, because we want to try and keep the garage as clear as possible for other stuff, because we want to use that for canning and things like that. So it's a shorter run of pipe. You don't have to pipe it all the way to the garage and then back to catch all of the pipes. It's more centralized. We added a little bit of pipe for a pot filler, although they're not providing the pot filler. We're going to do that later. We just had them drop the pipe and cap it off. Okay. We added the tub filler for my bathtub because they had to have the valve right away. And we could have ordered it for way cheaper than, I could have gotten it from Home Depot for $500, and they're charging me $644. So anyway, needless to say, when I got the bill, I was expecting it to go, at least go down, regardless of the two things that we added. Okay? But instead, I get a bill that goes up $200 and something. So I'm going to say this again. We're supplying all of the toilets. They did not sell us any toilets. They did not sell us any bathtubs. They did not sell us any valves. All they have done is supplied pipe, corner stops, whatever. My change form I get, first of all, I'm questioning what they're taking off for these items. It's only, like, seriously, $240 for bathtubs not being supplied, to me, is asinine. That doesn't make any sense at all. When eliminating 2 hose bibs gets me a credit of $544. Explain that to me. And I'm sorry. I'm venting. I'm really just venting right now, because this has seriously put me, like, this is really bothering me, because they're supposed to be a reputable company. And we work in construction, so I know for certain that you don't sell things to your customers with no markup. So at minimum, the cheapest toilet I have been able to find retail is around $200, $250 bucks. Cheapest. Which is what they were selling us. The cheapest toilet you can get. Bathtubs, cheapest I've been able to find, $350 bucks a piece. So the math, and I'm not very good at math, I hate math actually, is still not adding up to me. Okay. So I call our contractor. Contractor asks me to call the head guy. And I ask him, how am I getting a change form when you were already going to have to pull them up for a hot water heater? Why does location matter when it's giving you a shorter run on pipe? You don't have to run as much pipe, and it's more centralized. Oh, well, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. It's because we have to carry it upstairs. No, you don't. we are very capable of carrying it upstairs. That is not something that you are going to bill me for. How does eliminating 2 hose bibs get me a higher discount than you not supplying bathtubs and 4 toilets? 4 toilets. So, anyway, needless to say, he tells me that he's going to have to review the job. He's not really familiar with our job. He's going to have to review the job and get back to me because I've asked for an itemized bill. But he doesn't, he hasn't gotten back to me. He doesn't really want to talk to me, I don't think. He wants to talk to John, our contractor. Cool. Because I'm just an upset person who's a female who can't possibly know what she's talking about, right? I mean, why would I know anything about construction and markup and how I know for a fact you are selling toilets not for the $100 that you're getting them from your distributor for. You're marking them up. I don't even care if it's you only mark it up $50 a toilet. You don't get to not sell me a product and keep the markup on that product from the original bid. That's not how it works. You're not charging me an upcharge for carrying something upstairs when you didn't have to carry it upstairs. You didn't have to set any of the tubs. There's no laundry sink in the laundry room. Still on the bill. Hasn't been eliminated. So I am, well, let's put it this way. It's December 9th and I don't have a Christmas tree and I haven't decorated the first thing. And I have been really struggling with how we're going to get all of this done. It's, I mean, case in point too. Another plumbing scenario, the septic guy has not come back. He had all of those piles of sand delivered, came out and dug the hole, and had the, I don't know, drain pipe delivered. The black piping that goes in the drain field, which they're doing chambers now, so he's definitely doing it a very old way. But he hasn't come back, and I have not heard from him since June. And we are in December. And when I tell you that I'm just very, just sad and dejected and discouraged, it's really hard. It's really hard to stay positive and know that this is going to get done. I don't even have a price from the electricians. I'm sorry. I don't even have a price. I don't even know what it's going to cost. We have been blessed. I am not knocking my blessings. I am not saying that God does not have this under control, because I believe that He does. But man, this has really hit hard to me, because I look at all the things that have to be done still, and I am just utterly discouraged. Like, I'm in pain. You think that losing everything is the hard part. You think that, okay, it can only get better. You think that's the hardest part of the whole thing. Is you've lost your house. Your whole house burned down. You lost your dog. You lost a kitty. You've lost every possession you've ever had in your whole life, practically, with some bright spots. You watched your kids lose everything that they've ever owned in their whole entire life. You've lost pictures and memories and birth videos and sonograms and baby books and family albums and wedding albums and family heirloom Bibles and antique china that was your grandmother's and things. You've lost everything. and you think that it's gonna get better, and then you have to rebuild. And I know that everybody needs to make money, and I know that things cost more right now. I know prices have gone up. Believe me, I'm not naive. I know that Bidenomics is not a good thing or working. I know our current administration has us all suffering greatly financially. Isn't that enough without having to take advantage of people and their situations? Like, why would, if I'm supplying all of that and you're doing less, constitute more? So my $18,900 and something bid that I've already paid $7,500, $75 and change on, how does that make it go up to $19,175? And all I can say is that you're not being honest in your billing, and you're taking advantage of the situation. And I'm not okay with that. But it hurts. So that's my rant on that for today. I am on the struggle bus right now. Let's plant some seeds. So a completely nerdy thing that I do when I get depressed, don't make fun of me, I binge watch Dawson's Creek. That was my show in the 90s. That's what I watched. And my little Dollar Tree. The dollar spot? Did I get it at Target? Where did I get this? Yeah, I think I got this at Target. I don't know how accurate it is, but whatever. I'm going to use the pokey tool. But that's what I do. I binge watch Dawson's Creek because it's mind numbing, and I can just not think about anything, because if the news is on, it makes me think about how bad everything is right now. If I try to I don't know, any other show, I try to watch movies, the movie goes off, and then it's silence, and if it goes quiet, then I struggle with that too. And I just get sadder, really. And so that's why I don't have any of my decorations out. I'm gonna try and force myself to do something this weekend. Normally I'm super excited. It's Christmas. It's it's not the birthday of our Savior. It's when we celebrate the birthday of our Savior. For other reasons I won't go into all of that, but it, you know, it's an adopted holiday. And so normally I'm excited. It's always been my favorite time of year, because it's the holidays. Everybody's favorite time of year. You're happy. It's your, you know, you're It's a holiday season. You're giving thanks. You're showing love for your family. It's the end of the year. We're looking at new beginnings. My hair stuck on my... You've got, if you're like me, start a new planner. And you look forward to being able to have a fresh slate, a clean start. And I was really looking forward to I just really expected that we would be further along with the house build, and I really expected, I didn't expect this to be something that we're going through, because as it is right now, I don't know when the house is getting finished. So that's where we are with that. Everybody keeps asking, oh, when's the house gonna be finished? When's the house gonna, when do you get to move in? When do you get to move in? I don't know. Because once we get through the big things, which is gonna be finishing out the plumbing, which I want to know if I can, if we can, I mean, I know we're capable of doing the top out, but I think they'll balk at that too. That's seeds, and I just found them. I don't know what they are. Oh, there's these. And, oh, peanuts. Okay. Not trying to plant peanuts. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying. We have the shingles. The plumbing is in. It's not topped out, because that won't be topped out till we have all of the cabinets and everything in, which I don't know when that will be, because all of the drywall and everything has to be in first, which I don't know when that will be, because right now we're just trying to focus on getting the plumbing, the roof, and the insulation on. Steve says the gas won't be that much to have that run to the stove. If we don't put a fireplace in right now, we can cross that bridge when we get there. We haven't heard back on the fireplace insert for that yet. But after that will be drywall, which he says shouldn't be that much money. But I am looking at how we're being billed from the plumbers, and I'm sick to my stomach every time I think about it, because then what if, I mean, I just don't understand how plumbing is more expensive than electric, when electric runs copper wire through all the house, and copper is expensive. So I don't know how they can justify their pricing. I really just don't understand this. To me, it's just not fair. But, anyway, this is a 30-minute video already. I am gonna stop talking about this. I'm gonna stop talking about this right now, and I'm just gonna work in the garden today, guys. I'm gonna work in the garden. I'm gonna plant some seeds. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make some extra money so that we can get this house finished, so we can move in, because right now I just don't see how it's gonna be possible, and I'm really struggling, and it makes me sad. And yeah, that's my rant. That's my spiel for today. I just had to get that off my chest because it's really been bothering me. Everybody's like, oh, reviews are your friend, reviews are your friends. Really? They have 4.9 reviews on Google. You can have your, you don't even have to be a customer. You can have your friends go leave you a Google review. Like, there's no proof in a Google review. So between that and the septic guy leaving us in the lurch, and I don't know how that's gonna get finished either, but between those two things right now, I'm just really not feeling the holiday spirit, and that's sad, but I'm just not. So, I don't know. Keep me in your prayers. I'm really struggling, and I really could use some spiritual help. So, thanks for listening to me, guys. I'm really sorry that I vented on this and didn't really do a gardening video, but I am going to go ahead and start some seeds. I just don't know what I want to start yet, so I'm not going to start another video because I'll still be sad, and I don't want to do that. So I will catch you on the next one. Hopefully I'll have some garden updates for you where it's looking really pretty and not still over weedy from summer. I mean, we are. You know what I'll do? I'll go through and show you once I get everything planted. I'll do another video on that here shortly. So thanks for hanging out with me. Please keep me in your prayers, and I'll see you in the next video.